So, of course, on this channel, we're prone to a little bit of hyperbole, going a little bit over the top, and just like every single draft, basically like every single election, like, this is the most important election of our lifetimes until the next one. Same thing with drafts, but if you take a step back and look at where the Vikings are at a franchise, and you look at this upcoming draft, this is quite possibly the most important draft in team history. Like I don't think that necessarily would be an over the top statement, because you look, 2 first round picks, 5 picks in the top 105. You got 12 total, and you have a chance to completely remake this roster. And with so much veteran turnover on this team, Everson, Linval, team captains, they gone. Xavier Rhodes, longtime institution, he gone as well. Same thing with Trey Waynes, former first-round pick, Mackenzie Alexander, former second-round pick, Stephen Weatherly, developmental guy that really turned into something special on the defensive line. There are a lot of things going on. Oh, yeah. And you traded your superstar wide receiver, Stephon Diggs. So there is so much going on this team right now, as well as you recommitted, you just re-upped. It's like signing a contract for a track phone. Why? But you decided to ink up with Kirk Cousins for 2 more years. So, I mean, this team is in transition. Potentially could be changes at head coach next offseason. So, I mean, this is a big-time draft. And Rick Spielman, even though some of the moves that he's made this offseason does suggest that he does have a little bit of job security, I mean, this is his crucible. I mean, this is his time to finally flex and show off. Is like, Rick always gets his 10 picks. Rick always hits on first-round picks. Not really, but you know what I mean. And jobs and legacies really are on the line here. Zimmer, like we mentioned, Spielman as well. I think even though it looks like he's safe, I mean, if the team completely screws the pooch in 2020, there could be a just complete George Payton come on down, or even an outside hire. Why not? And Kirk Cousins, with his jabroni extensions, will he be worth it? Like, this will define Kirk Cousins' legacy. I think it's still TBD. I mean, 2018 was sort of 2019 spurts of it were awesome, including the playoff win. So now can he really cement things? And this team potentially shifting away from defense first, all of a sudden it's Kirk Cousins' team. That's going to factor in. So Kirk Cousins, can he win when it is his squadron, when numero 8 is El Capitan number 1? Can he do that? And also the quality of this draft and the supporting cast of Kirk, it is going to determine if the Vikings will be looking for a quarterback of the future in the near future or a little bit down the line. So if Kirk Cousins, with all the new toys, you draft a bunch of offensive linemen, you draft a bunch of receivers, and he still falls flat on his face, guess what? We're in the Trevor Lawrence Derby next year. Come on, baby, one time, right? But also with so many holes, I mean, this draft is going to transform what this team looks like. I mean, you look at, the Zimmer team in the good old days, a couple years ago, or even last season. I mean, there's going to be so many new places, new faces, new captains, everything like that. I mean, don't be shocked if there ends up being 4 to 5 rookie starters next year, or key playing time contributors, right? So 12 picks, 10 will probably make the team. I mean, 10 will probably make the 53, 55-man roster. I mean, that's pretty insane. But if you look at the Vikings roster turnover and who they currently have on the books, it's not really that insane. Also, it does lay the foundation for what the squad is going to be in the foreseeable future, because if this draft class completely bombs out year 1, I think the Vikings then do enter the rebuild chapter as opposed to the retool, reload chapter that I believe that the Vikings are in currently. So if they go into full rebuild, I mean, everything's going to go. Zimmer's gone. Harrison Smith probably is going to be gone. Why hang on to Anthony Barr if Mike Zimmer's gone? So he gone. Same thing. Do they decide to flip Daniil? Could you get multiple first-round picks for Daniil Hunter right now? I think you probably could, especially with his amazing team-friendly extension. Kyle Rudolph is probably gone. Adam Thielen may want out. Maybe he doesn't want to stick around for a 2, 3, 4-year full-on reboot of the system. And also, I mean, Dalvin Cook probably would be allowed to walk as well. And so this draft, this season, truly is a knife edge of Vikings history moment. I mean, it could go a number of ways. Like, this could completely work out. It could be a bounce. It could be, Mike Zimmer and Kirk Cousins fast track into becoming entrants on the pantheon of greats in Vikings all-time history, or everyone could be fired except for Kirk Cousins, although he could be traded since his no trade clause has been lifted. But I still don't really have a good handle on this team. Like, I'm excited for the draft. It's very rich in positions of need, positions indeed, but I don't have a good grip on this team right now. I mean, they could go 14-2, they could go 2-14. Neither outcome would shock me or anything in between. But yeah, this draft is important. This draft literally is the most important draft in team history. There you go. All right, so your thoughts. Yeah, no, maybe so. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us on the Venmo or hit that join box down below. Become a monthly or platinum drone. Plus, noon today, Thursday, we'll be doing a live stream for a full hour talking Q&A, talking draft, talking free agency, all that stuff. Be a big part of that and come along as well. But until next time, Skol, production value.